Hello friends, and welcome to my second weekly vlog for Camp Nano July. So obviously I'm not going week by week because today is Wednesday, July 12th, and I'm just kind of doing content as I see fit and posting it when I can. So yes, we're back with a new vlog, and we have some mixed feelings going into today's vlog. I'm just gonna start with, the bad news that I received, which it's not bad, but it's just a little disappointing. So the business that I was partnering with to do an artist retreat where I was gonna do some of the writing workshops and promoting the writing aspect of the retreat is not doing great as far as people signing up. At this point, the business feels that it's not worth having the whole weekend because they need to put a deposit on the location, and we only have 2 people signed up, which is pretty heartbreaking. I mean, I guess, you hope that people would be interested, but it just sucks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's not necessarily my thing that I can do much about because I have promoted it and I've shared it here and I've shared it like online, but it's how the dice rolls. So I don't think we're going to be doing a full weekend retreat, which is a very big bummer because I was very excited to do it and to host and to just share my love of craft. But it looks like the business is going to try doing a day retreat instead. So it's really not much of a retreat anymore. It's more like a workshop, I think. At least in my opinion. I don't necessarily view a retreat as a couple hours myself. I think they are going to still call it that as a business, but I think it's going to be more workshop based instead to get in touch with your creativity. But I do have to talk with the business owners and kind of figure out how we're going to rerun this now, because we had a plan as far as who was going to take what times and what we were going to offer, and then like what workshops were going to be offered and stuff like that. But now obviously the time is going to have to change, because I think they're only doing a 4-hour day workshop type of thing now. I'm bummed, of course. I really was looking forward to doing the retreat, and I guess it just means that the timing is not right, and I hope that in the future I will get another chance to do it. But yeah, that's the bad news I received today. So it is what it is. It's just one of those things too where I understand that, money wise, and we're coming back through the pandemic where things are just starting to pick back up and interest rates are spiking and payments are starting again, and it's just kind of a mess for everybody. So I'm sure that has to do with it. And then of course my audience isn't just where I am located. So, even though I'm sharing it on YouTube, doesn't mean that majority of my subscribers would be able to attend in a remote location in Pennsylvania. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm not going to dwell. I'm excited to hopefully maybe at least do a day program and maybe get interest that way. And maybe we can look at this and redo it for next year or the year after that. We're going to move on, but yeah, sad news. As far as writing goes, I am working today, and then I hope to get some productivity done. I do have to get my hair done today. Right now it's like a bluish silver, which I'm getting lots of compliments on. It's kind of funny to me. I'm like, oh, in my head, because I'm used to the purple and it's so faded now that I'm like, oh, it's so ugly looking, but people love it. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it. I am going to put the purple back in it. I'm getting that done after work today. I have two things writing wise agendas. The first is that I need to offer my critique back to my critique partner. She already read my story, and I am now going to read hers and offer some feedback. And we both started with a flash fiction piece, so it's not too heavy for either of us to read and offer critiques. I'm excited to read her story and give her some feedback. And then the second goal is to keep working on my second short story, which is for the first line. I talked about this in my last vlog, how I started it, and I have about 1,700 words into it, and my goal is to have it under 5K. Though the first line, even though it specifies that it's like they want anything between like 300 words and 5,000, they did say that if it goes beyond the 5,000, they're not automatically going to throw it out. They just have those as kind of like a relative goal for you to have, so that way you're not handing in a novel. But I do think I can keep it to 5K or under, and that's going to be my goal. So yeah, that's just my check-in. We're going to be doing that today, and I am looking forward to just maybe having an easy day, sitting in the salon with the air conditioning and my hair getting done, and we'll see how productive I am. So that's my check-in, and I will see you guys when I get someone. Just a quick update before I jump into a meeting. I did the critique for the critique partner. It was a very short story, and it took me not too long to like read it once and then reread it and then edit. But I'm excited to see like where the feedback is gonna go, because it is such a short story, and if it was me, I feel like this would be an under 5K short story, but my critique partner wants to keep it under 1K. So I'm very curious to see like how our combined like, you know, input is going to create the story a little bit more. So that was good. And then I spent an hour, maybe, I don't know, it was a while. It was a long ass time. It's probably an hour trying to figure out a title for my Havoc story. I hate titles. I hate them. They do not come intuitive to me. I put way too much like weight on titles, and I don't know what's gonna sound good. I just don't know. So I came up with 4 potential titles. I did send them to my critique partner, asked if she thought any of them stood out. I hate titles so much. I struggle with them so much, and I hate them. So I'd never feel confident. Like I feel like the story speaks more than anything else. Like if you just read a title, you'd probably be like, oh, this is gonna be shitty. So I hope that I can find a title that works, but yeah, that's what I spent. So I didn't write anything else for the first line story today, at least not right now, but I have to jump on my meeting, and then I'm going to be done, and I have to go do my hair, and then maybe tonight I will come back and work on the first line. So hi guys, my hair is done, and no, it's not later on Wednesday or the next day. It is a week later, and it's now July 19th. 2023. It's been a really rough week. Like I did not know how bad things were going to get for me. Well, not really, it's not necessarily for me, but how stressful things were getting for me and the people involved. And I'm not gonna share details and stuff like that. I just had a family member going through a very, very, very hard time, stressful. We were uncertain if it was a medical issue. And that has been pretty much a consumption of my time, energy, and just being this past week. So even though I had such hopes for it, and I kind of was saying that, like I was joking that, oh yeah, I started off kind of rough today because, you know, my last week on last Wednesday for me, I got the news that we're not going to have the writing retreat anymore. I have then just been like spiraling about what everything is like going wrong. So yeah, it's been a while. I have done a little bit of work, but truthfully, my brain has been very distracted, and I've hit a wall creativity wise because I'm just so consumed about, you know, my person's well-being, and things seem to be getting better, but it's not a whole, like it's not 100% yet, but I am able to get back in touch. So since last Wednesday, as I said, I did my critique partner's work, and then I think I did a little bit of writing, but it really wasn't much because after my hair, like I came home to the problems. So the hair took like 4 hours, and then it was just nonstop from there. I ended up calling off of work on Thursday. I think I maybe wrote a line on Thursday, but again, couldn't really get into it. And then the weekend, I was supposed to go away. That was a mess and such a nightmare, and not just for me. The plan for everybody else that I was going away with was still good, and they had a great time. For me, it was just very messy because of, you know, we were going away for 4 hours, and I couldn't tell if I should go away for 4 hours. So yeah, that was a lot. And then I didn't write anything at all until yesterday, which is Tuesday. So I am just here to kind of just fill in real quick. So I'm still working on the first line story. I have 2,003 words. So I added about 300 since the last time I checked in, and most of that was yesterday, me just dabbling. I did add it and offer commentary on a second under 1K story from my critique partner, and I think I actually like this one a little bit more than the first one I read, but I think just needs a little bit of cleaning up because it's like, I think it's just mostly word choices. Like word choices make the story sound a little bit flatter, but I'm very excited to see what some of my critiques might offer because I'm really excited to see the story come together. And yeah, as I said, I did get my hair done last week, and I am loving it. It is darker than I expected, but it's gonna fade nicer, I think, this time, which is why my hair stylist convinced me to go this route. But it does look very pretty, and it's giving me like Raven from Teen Titans vibes, and that was like my whole persona as a teenager. And if you don't follow me on TikTok, which you should, because why aren't you? It's at Frantic Fairy. And if you missed that post, then I got my author copy of the Stygian collection, and she's beautiful, and I'm so happy. It's just very strange to be like, oh my god, I actually have a story in here, and people are reading it, and people like my story. But look at that. That's my name. I'm an author. Look at that. Oh, there's color. I didn't even check. And I just opened to my page. That was weird. Yeah, there's me. I didn't know our pictures were gonna be in color, so that's exciting. Oh my goodness. This is just I'm just so excited. So yeah, if you guys haven't got your copy, the link is down below, and I would be honored if you would want to, read it. I have only read one story out of this so far that's not mine. And I think it's going to be a good collection overall. So I have faith in the collection, and I'm also just excited to have my name out there. And if you guys are in the area on July 31st, in the area as in Northeast Pennsylvania, or can easily access it, on July 31st, which is a Monday night, I think around 6 o'clock, we are doing kind of an author event where I will be selling, signing, giving away little goodies, and talking about writing craft and growth in writing. And I'm very excited. It's my first real thing. So yeah, very excited for that. So anyway, it is Wednesday, as I keep saying, and I do have a couple goals. So like I said, the whole family problem isn't 100% gone, but it's easing up a little bit. So I am looking forward to writing this afternoon. But right now, I am still working, and I also need to eat lunch. It's about lunchtime now. So I'm going to kind of mosey around and get some stuff done and eat lunch, and then hopefully by the time I'm done with work, I will get some writing done. So there's my update. I'm so sorry this vlog is chaotic. It always is. But we are going to get somewhere, and we'll see how long this is going to be and when we wrap it. Hi friends. So remember how I said yesterday I was going to write? I didn't. I was in a really weird mood yesterday, but I think truthfully, I'm gonna sit down for a minute. I think truthfully, sometimes when you're giving so much energy to someone, especially if that someone is struggling or going through something scary, you don't realize how much energy you're actually exerting on yourself and how much you're taking in until you get time to yourself. And I have not had time to myself in a while now. So yesterday was the first time I was home working. I was alone. I was just me and my pups. And I hit that wall. And I think I needed to, because I just really needed to just do whatever the heck I wanted. It is what it is. I say that a lot, but I'm really excited because Diane Marie is going to be going live in a little over a half hour. And I'm really excited to work on my first line draft because I'm running out of time. I only have 13 more days to finish my first draft, get feedback, edit, so on and so forth, and it's getting very close. I should be able to finish it by today and tomorrow. So I'm going to do that, and then tonight on my channel, I have my next review, revise, submit, where I'm going to be working on taking kind of a psychological thriller-ish story and making it into a fantasy, a horror fantasy story. I'm really excited. So that's where I'm at, but I was excited because I'm gonna be having a book launch party, and I made bookmarks, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna show you guys. So they're nothing crazy, but that's the one. That's a quote from my book. And then if anybody comes and they don't have a copy, they can scan the QR code and get one. Then I have some stickers to hand out, and then I just have 5 copies to actually sell there. I only stuck with 5 because I was like, there's a good chance that the people coming are going to be people who know me and already have a book, but in the event that they don't, I have them ready. So yeah, I am excited. I'm also trying to plan a low-key wine and write night with just some of my AuthorTube friends. I have streamed a lot of them in the past, but I'm thinking I just want it to be low-key because I can only have 5 guests on StreamYard when we go live. And I'm inviting 15 people. So we need to use Discord for that. So I think I'm just gonna see what nights might work, and I'm excited to just hang out, drink some wine, write some words, just see my internet friends, because some of them I haven't talked to in a very long time. All right, so that's my quick check-in. And if I didn't say it, it's Thursday, July 20th, and we're gonna get lots of words in today. I'm excited. I'm just finishing up with Diane's stream, and guys, I wrote almost 2,000 words in her stream, and I didn't even finish all the sprint. She still has one more sprint to go, but I'm at 3981 out of 5,000. I'm feeling really good about this story and where it's going. Hello, friends, and welcome to my second revise. What am I naming this again? Oh my goodness. My RRS. Review, revise, submit. Yes. I know what I'm doing. I created this. Hi guys. So it is about 8 o'clock and I just wrapped up my RRS stream and I'm very excited and just happy. I love talking through my writing process. And I don't get to do that very often with my books that I'm writing. Most of the time, because if I talk through all my novel, then like you're gonna know the whole novel, right? And I just really like being able to share a little bit of something in a smaller capacity. It's a lot easier to do these like small 2-page stories than like give you a whole hulking review and dissection of my novels. Especially because novels are a very different beast to tackle versus short stories. And it just takes a lot more brain power to like edit them and whatever. So I'm just happy, and honestly I'm on such a writing high today. So right before my stream I jumped in Diane Marie's writing sprints and I wrote almost 2,000 words, and then I got on here and I wrote some more words. Now granted, I'm going to say that like I didn't write a ton. I wrote 153 for my new story that I edited from my old flash fiction. But I'm really excited to write this story. This is the next one I'm gonna work on after I finish the first line. This is the story that doesn't have a due date. Like I'm writing this to eventually submit it, but I'm not having anything in mind. So this is the last one that I'm actually gonna work on. And even though I wanna write 3 short stories in the month of July, I may not finish this in the month of July because I have 2 stories that really need to be edited and submitted first because they actually have due dates, August 4th and August 1st. And I'm really cutting it close because I had a whole life upending the last week. So, but I'm just happy. I'm happy. I'm on a writer's high. And thank you guys for joining me in my RRS streams, as well as just supporting me and my channel. So I think on that note, I think we're going to end the vlog here so I can get this up for next week and start a new vlog and see where the week takes us, because we're almost done with July already. We only have 11 days left, and like, how is that possible? I just have to say, because, you know, now I can, and I probably won't shove this down your throats that much, but I have a short story and a book now, guys. So if you like my RRS series and my short stories, then I think you should definitely check this one out, because this one has my short story Reaper in it, which was also one of my RRS backlog stories that I re-edited and revised and submitted, and it got published. So if you're interested to see that process come to fruition, you should definitely pick up a copy of this. There's my work. It's a real thing, and the link is in my description. But even if you don't end up, you know, reading it or can't get a copy, I appreciate your support either way, and I just love that you guys enjoy what I do here on YouTube. So with that being said, I'm gonna go relax for the rest of my night. I think I deserved it after all these words were worded, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.